Do not be afraid. Christ is here.
Right boys, in today's video I'm going to be discussing the benefits of nicotine. Now I know what you're thinking, Jeff, what benefits? Nicotine, as far as I'm aware, isn't good for you. And boys, to some degree that's true, okay? If you're smoking 20 cigarettes a day, probably not the best thing for your health, but nicotine as it goes isn't wholly bad for you. There's a time and a place to consume nicotine in the same way that there is alcohol. I believe if you're drinking 10 beers a day, probably not the best thing for your health, but if you're drinking a glass of wine at church, nothing wrong with it. You're drinking a little bit of whiskey at the top of a mountain, nothing wrong with it. You have freedom to make choices, freedom to smoke cigarettes, freedom to drink alcohol, and I enjoy all those things. So today I'm going to be discussing the benefits of nicotine. Let's get to it.
First things first, nicotine acts as a stimulant. It stimulates you. For me, I use nicotine when I'm studying. When I was at university, so I have 2 degrees, when I was doing my undergraduate and my postgraduate degree, when it came time to do exams or to do assignments, I would increase my nicotine content. My consumption would go from, let's say, 1 or 2 little Nicorettes a day. I use them when I weight train sometimes, to 6, 7, 8. The reason being is that nicotine, it enables some components of your brain. It makes you more alert, it makes you more awake, it enhances your ability to focus on a particular task for an elongated period. You're no longer just doing an assignment, getting bored, going on your phone or whatever, but rather you're sitting there, you lock in with nicotine. It's insane how useful it is for this. And I find very little scientific evidence for this, but in my own personal experience, boys, it's just worked every single time. So why would I change it? You know, nicotine is an amazing stimulant, especially when it comes to concentration, because it enables you to take your brain to that next level, okay? That's the first benefit of nicotine. The next benefit of nicotine is that it acts as a bit of a relaxant. It can alleviate stress. Now, I don't know if this is, I don't know what the science says, but I can imagine logically that nicotine will cause a release of dopamine, so that when you are stressed or anxious or upset, or you're feeling a little down, you take it, your dopamine is going to increase. I would imagine, okay? I'd imagine that's what happens, and as such, you're going to feel better. So nicotine can act as a bit of a stress reliever. Now, I think this is probably what makes it addictive. It's very addictive, okay? I quit whenever I want to quit. I don't really have an issue with it, but it can be very addictive. So be a bit cautious there if you're going to use it for stress relief. Just in the same way I wouldn't recommend using alcohol for stress relief, because that's it's gonna fuck you up too, all right? But nicotine can do it. I've been in periods of my life where I've had a lot of stress, okay, and I've needed to perform at very high levels. Not only did nicotine enable me to concentrate better, as I previously mentioned, but nicotine also enabled me to remain calm during this. It made me happier, lighter, more capable. Okay, so that's another benefit of nicotine, is that it relaxes you. Nicotine for the following benefit, okay, but it also can result in a reduction in body fat and body weight. Nicotine, because it is a stimulant, when you consume it, you don't feel the need to eat as much, because your body is getting energy, it's getting stimulated from elsewhere. Now, I know there are no calories in nicotine, okay, so your body's not actually getting, it's not consuming the fuel that it would normally consume for its energy, but I promise you, you take nicotine, your energy level is going to flop through the roof, okay? It is exactly like caffeine in the sense that you drink the caffeine, you become more stimulated. Now, it's a lot more addictive than caffeine, which is why I would recommend using it instead of caffeine. Caffeine is far better for you in the long term, but nicotine does have its place. If you're trying to lose weight, I wouldn't recommend it for this. I'd recommend just eating less food and exercising more. But if you've got to cut weight and you're doing boxing, you've got a competition coming up, and you know that nicotine enhances your performance, it can calm you down, and now you know it can reduce your body weight, why would you not do it? I used it for this purpose. When I was doing boxing, I had a fight, and I remember I was weighing 85 kilograms. I was eating around 2,000 calories a day. Okay, I was reducing my weight slowly. It was coming down quite slowly, and I needed to get down to 76 because the cutoff was 77 for the middle class. So I was going down and down and down and down and down, and I got to 79. I think 2 days before. I couldn't lose any more. I could lose more weight if I stopped eating completely, but that would fuck me for the fight. So what I did is I started upping my nicotine consumption and I reduced my food consumption. Okay, I suffered no lack in energy levels. I was able to still carry on doing yoga, still training, without a reduction in energy because of the nicotine. So the nicotine in this instance helped me reduce weight in a healthy way. And then when I finished the fight, I stopped taking it again. Do you understand what I'm saying, boys? I would recommend using it if you need it for the weight loss, but do not use it as a weight loss replacement, because as soon as you stop using nicotine, you will gain weight. It's the exact same with smokers. When smokers stop smoking, they gain loads of weight, okay? Because their body's like, oh, I'm missing all my energy. I need more energy. I need to eat more because I'm missing energy. That's what it is, okay? So you don't need to use it to lose weight, but it can work for that reason, okay? Let's go on to the fourth benefit. The fourth benefit, boys, and this is my absolute favorite, is that it gives you the wildest dreams ever. Now, I don't know if there's any research for this, right? I can't sit here and tell you that I know of some scientific paper that's going to back this up. I don't know if it's even ever been studied before, but nicotine gives me the wildest dreams of my life. I will consume nicotine before bed sometimes just for the fun of it, okay? Just for the experience that I'm about to have. For example, if you take one of those little snus pouches with 6 milligrams of nicotine, that's a lot, okay? 6 milligrams, in my opinion, people that are using those snus pouches, take a chill pill. It's a lot of nicotine, all right? But you put one of those in your mouth and then you go to sleep, fucking hell, you're gonna have the wildest dreams ever. You're gonna be dreaming of different colors, different situations. Whenever I take them, my dreams end up like movies. And I believe, and again, I don't know the science behind this, but I believe it's because the nicotine is stimulating your brain. So even when you go to sleep, your brain is relaxing and you're relaxing. But you take the nicotine, your brain keeps going. You go to sleep and your brain is still on. I think that's what happens. I don't know. I'm not a neuroscientist. I can't sit here and tell you that I know plethoras of things about the brain. I don't. But what I do know is that it does every single time give me the best dreams ever. Okay, so if you want to experience some vivid dreams, it also helps me with lucid dreaming. I lucid dream quite frequently. I can do it most nights anyway, but yeah, when I take nicotine, guaranteed. Okay, vivid lucid dreams. It's incredible. You get an option of what you want to do when you dream. It's insane. It's like a hack. It's like a dream hack. So yeah, the fourth benefit of nicotine is that it gives you the most insane, intense dreams ever. So boys, those are just my personal experiences, okay? I just wanted to share with you what I found through using nicotine, because ultimately, just like everything, it's not that bad, okay? It can be bad and it can cause a lot of problems, but if you use it in the correct manner, it isn't the case, okay? It's quite a safe product, to be honest. Nicotine, I don't know if there's really any side effects to it that would cause long-term harm. Maybe there are, okay? I'm not a scientist. Let me just pop that out there now, okay? I'm not a scientist, boys. If you're getting your medical advice from me, then maybe go elsewhere. But at the same time, I've used it for many years now without problem, okay? You can quit whenever you want. The hardest thing with nicotine is the quitting, to be honest. You get the headaches, you get shakes, you sweat, you gain weight, you lack energy, these sorts of things. That's what happens, okay? But the upsides of it are insane, okay? I would recommend it for the benefits that I've just outlaid if you want to give it a go. Okay. Thanks very much for watching, boys. I'm currently still in Paraguay. It's just super fucking hot at the moment, so I'm sitting in my room with the air conditioning on, relaxing for a moment. Then I'm gonna take a shower and go out and get some dinner, and then go to sleep. So I'm quite tired today, actually, quite tired. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, boys, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Hasta mañana, mis gringos. Adios.